M and M, Eminem, 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 Eminem. Look at those two puppies over there. Oh my gosh, and look at this third one right here. You know, whoa, let me fix this. You know what time it is. It's Mr. Mathers time. Mr. Shady to the Slim. It's Slim Dunkin' Shady time. It's Mr. Mathers appetizers going for seconds. I don't think so. We got one album from the one, the only, Bruce. I like Eminem. I liked every record he's ever dropped. I even liked Revival. That's how much I like Eminem. Come at me, Fontano. We brawl. We can, you versus me. I will take every single bit of you. Just kidding. But don't you ever come on my channel, because I got millions of views. I like Eminem, if you couldn't tell. So I was ecstatic for this album to drop. The death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, mother. Damn. I'm excited for this record, man. The title, the album cover, the whole theme, the whole package. Man, you cannot believe how excited I was. And I'm excited. We got some singles to drop before we got the album. We got Houdini. Abracadabra. I'm gonna slip right past to grab ya. We got Toby Maguire got bit by a goat. Me must have got bit by a spider. Something like that. When Houdini came out, it was everywhere. Everyone was listening to it. You probably have heard it. Maybe not. Maybe you hate Eminem. There's a red button on there. You could unsubscribe. We don't need you. Mr. Mathers. Alright, man, could you just get to the review already? Whoa, what's the big deal? Did you even like the record? Was it even good? What are your thoughts? I'm glad you asked, actually, because I really enjoyed every single bit of this album. There's a few corny lines inside of it, but that's okay, because you know what? I love Eminem. The thing about this record... Before I go on, really, I should actually talk about Toby. When that song released, that's what really got me hyped for the entire record. After I listened to it, I was like, oh my gosh, every single bit of it is so good. We got Eminem, who sounds like his kamikaze version of himself, his kamikaze version, which is my favorite record from all of Eminem. I know now a lot of people are like, oh, you don't like the Eminem, so you didn't care for Slim Shady LP. I didn't say that. I really like those records. I just also really like newer Eminem stuff. I do. I don't know, sue me. I really like it. And this album is no different. We kickstart right with Renaissance. That's why I like Eminem. That's why I like him. Oh, my dogs are cute. You immediately hear this AI almost version of Eminem sounding not like his current modern day self, but his old Slim Shady era type sound coming from. I don't think that it's just AI generated. I'm positive it's just some type of filter on his voice, but that is okay. It sounds amazing. I really like it. I thought it was a really good intro song. It really set up what we're about to get. We got the very spunk Eminem, the very fighting words Eminem, and it goes right into Habit, which honestly, that's when I just couldn't contain my happiness anymore. We got the fire spitting new Eminem mixed with his lyrics from his old days, which it's up to you how you want to take it. At the end of the day, this album isn't meant to be taken literally. He doesn't actually hate midgets, except for you, Ja Rule. But it's meant for you to just enjoy the album. It's a listening experience. You're not supposed to take anything too seriously. A lot of the stuff he says in this whole record, from Habits or Antichrist or Lucifer even, or Evil, it is dumb. It's not. it's stupid. Some of the lines are even really stupid. From like Lucifer when he says, "Look, no, Antichrist from Antichrist when he says, 'Look who's talking, dog,' like Brian from Family Guy." That's a stupid line. I'll be the first person to admit it. And there's a bunch of these lines kind of that are just stupid bars. And while I don't appreciate some of them, some of them are kind of funny. I'll be honest, and that's okay. You're not supposed to take everything he says super seriously or anything. It's funny. He's saying funny stuff, and he's rhyming them crazy together. That's why I love Eminem. All of his words that he puts together, they just flow from one word to the other, and it just carries the story. Do you know how hard it is? How hard it would be to paint a whole story while also doing all the rhyming and all the times of punching in, while also he helps with a lot of the production on all of his beats. Not all of them, and a lot from this record happened to be from other people, but I'm just saying, that's crazy talented. That's cool. I really like Evil. I thought it was fun. I really like the two Pooches getting scoot. Sorry, Snoops. I would never do that to you, though. I think he's a really funny guy. From his lyrics in Lucifer, where he says, "They don't think I no struggle no more. That elevator in my mansion's broke. I have to walk like half a mile for a can of Coke." That's funny to me. I really like that type of content. Thematically, we hear this Slim Shady coming back to from 2002 coming to 2024, and he's like, "Oh, what is this?" We get a lot of controversial trans lines, a controversial fat lines, a controversial blah blah blah. It's actually not really that controversial. No one actually cares. Gen Z is not trying to cancel Eminem. The older generation, no things actually happening. Eminem's just painting this picture. He understands. At least I hope he understands. I swear to God. If he releases one more song where he's like, "People are trying to cancel me," I won't be an Eminem fan anymore. I mean it. Fuel featuring JID. His feature, oh my gosh. JID destroyed that beat, destroyed the thing. I loved every single second of JID's beat. I loved the rolling in all of his tones whenever he rolled his letters, not even just R's, just words. He rolled the rolling of rolling, and then we get Eminem coming in with his crazy consonant with contemplating.
The most content on the continent and constant compliments give me confidence across the common sense and incompetence. I'm cognizant.
That was cool. I really appreciated it. I thought that was sick. I was beyond happy. And then we get to Guilty Conscious 2, and that's the kind of the halfway breaking point in the album where Eminem kills Slim Shady. We get a skit at the end. It's all really funny. He apologizes to a bunch of people, including MGK, which later in the album he actually disses MGK. It's hard to tell if he's actually apologizing to these people, or he's not really apologizing but putting to rest and ending it. Maybe he's putting it to rest for everyone except for MGK. It's a little unclear, but I don't care. The song was super good. I see a lot of people that were annoyed that Guilty Conscious 2 is kind of a bad name for it because it kind of made everyone think of the first Guilty Conscious. This guy is going through 3 different scenarios. Eminem's trying to persuade him to do all this crazy messed up stuff while Dr. Dre's trying to be his good conscious. And I think a lot of people saw Guilty Conscious 2 and was hoping for a similar thing. And you know what? To their credit, I respect that. I think that it possibly was not the best name for the record. I get what Eminem's trying to do. It is a guilty conscious type song in a way. I've heard that it was kind of compared to NF's intros. It's intro 3 specifically, and I can kind of see that. It's not entirely the same. Obviously, Eminem swears, NF doesn't, but kind of a similar concept in some ways. I really like the song. I listen to it on repeat sometimes. It's not my favorite, but I spin it back. We go into the second half of the album now. So Eminem just killed Slim Shady. Slim Shady's gone. And now we get this Eminem who, I don't know. I'll be honest, guys. The last half of the record doesn't necessarily follow any story. The story's kind of over at this point. Eminem put Slim Shady to rest, and now Eminem's just Eminem. It's kind of we got a tour of all of his records. We went from Slim Shady LP, the Eminem show, and then we got some of his between stuff like the Mr. Mathers LP 2, and then we kind of got Kamikaze, and then Music to Be Murdered By, kind of a. It felt like a flow from all of his records, from his old to his new, and I thought that was kind of cool. The thing about the record does feature great songs though, like Bad One. Eminem still creating party bangers.
Got a bad one, she just gotta put up with my shit, I'm going platinum.
I love that track so much. Everything about that track makes me so happy. We also get very, very sweet songs from Temporary and Somebody Save Me. Jelly Roll killed it on Somebody Save Me. So that is a sample from a previous Jelly Roll record. It worked beautifully there. My problem with Somebody Save Me is that he's done that type of song before in Revival with A Rose and Castle, and I love Somebody Save Me. I play that and I love it, but as far as uniqueness or anything, he's done this type of song before. It's funny because he did it in Revival and everyone hated Revival, and now he's doing it here. I won't get into politics of it, but if you know Eminem, you get it. You get what I'm saying. I really like Temporary though. Temporary in it, he acts as if he, not that he's dead or anything, but he's saying when I am dead. Instead of like A Rose and Somebody Save Me, where he couldn't get past his addiction or whatever and he dies, we get Temporary. What I really like about Temporary is its uniqueness. We got a bunch of songs for Haley or his children that recently have just kind of followed suit of his past songs that he's done, including Somebody Save Me, even though I'm a hardcore Eminem fan, so I like it nonetheless. But I appreciate that Temporary is unique. We hear Eminem saying when I'm dead, and that's not been a perspective we've heard before. It's a little bit slower. I'm all here for it. Okay, I'm running out of time that I care to speak on this record. I really appreciated it. It's gotten a lot of hate from some people, not necessarily because of the controversy. No one actually really cares. It's just some people think that the story is really stupid and pointless, and you know, I get that. It is not a complex, crazy story. I don't think it's supposed to be, or I don't think it needs to be. This is not a Kendrick Lamar record. This is an Eminem record. He's never really done any crazy story. Anytime he's had skits and kind of a storyline in an album, but just as much as this one's had. And all of them haven't had any crazy, phenomenal story like Good Kid, Mad City from Kendrick. One of my favorite records also. I might have it on the wall. No, I don't. I have it down there. I really like the record. You might like it. If you like hip-hop, if you like Eminem, you'll love it. Don't take it too seriously. Just have fun with it. Listen to the rhymes, the vocals, listen to the jokes. It's a groovy record, and it keeps you going. It's honestly, it's over an hour, and I'm so happy about that because so many records we've got recently have been so short. I was so happy to see that we had so much Eminem this year. Anyways, I hope y'all have a good Christmas. I'll see you guys next year. Peace.